We are delighted that our paper on news narratives in Indian television and analysis has been selected for the IAM CR regional conference, and specifically we'd like to thank Dr. Uma Shankar Pandey for encouraging us to be part of this process. I'm Sunetra Sen Narayan, and my co-author is Dr. Shalini Narayanan.
Hello.
We would like to begin with a short, maybe a synopsis of what our paper is about, and our talk is just a short one. It looks at television news, but it is in the context of narratives or structures on, as we perceive them to be on television news, as one aspect of news literacy. As we are all familiar with news literacy, it's a subset of media literacy, the field of media literacy. This subject, unfortunately, news literacy specifically, is it's under-researched in India. It's still in its infancy. When we set out to do this research, my colleague and I, we couldn't find very much specifically on news literacy in the Indian context. There is in an international context, but the inquiry that the subject of inquiry was under-researched in India. So if our study has shortcomings, please bear in mind it is only the beginning of maybe a more deeper look into this area. News literacy is the application of critical thinking skills to understanding and analyzing news. In some sense, it's a sense of inculcating skepticism in the audience, or making them look at the news with a more critical dimension in their own minds. So that's the basis of what our article is connected to. This study, it proposes to examine it has examined the narrative structures of television news in some select English channels in India. There's a whole gamut of television channels which we have in India. It is in some sense the most vibrant television news market in the world by some accounts. Indian news channels are also vibrant. We have such large audiences that by international standards also our audience segments are large. We have looked at specifically the idea that what kind of motivated our inquiry is perhaps the idea that Indian television news differs in some structural elements and also in narrative elements from global television channels such as the BBC or the CNN. And we feel that in many ways, while the print models that Indian leading newspapers adopt, still follow classic structures like the inverted pyramid, which is an international norm. But in terms of television news, we feel that there's more deviation from the global norms. I mean, that was the kind of basis of our inquiry. So the hypothesis is really that maybe the deviation that we observe in the Indian news channel scenario, including some leading English language television news, leading in the sense of having large audience sizes, deviates from global norms, perhaps because they are informed by some Indian cultural elements that may be unique to India, or that are the same elements deriving from our cultural traditions that make Indian cinema so popular. So this is a vast area of inquiry, and this is just a little study, that is looking at some of these aspects. News narrative structure is really one element of the study. News narrative structures in general, they look at connecting sequences, maybe based on events of a classic news story. Some of the elements could be characters, scenes, time. In terms of a classic narrative, there could be a character or a protagonist, there could be a conflict, there could be a resolution. We were wondering whether some of these elements apply to news narratives that we find in television news, because again, many news stories, they unfold as exactly that, a story. There is also a connection in our minds. Maybe it is not that that evident. As I said initially, the subject is really under-researched. Even popular cinema in India, or Bollywood as we call it loosely, which influences popular culture a lot in India, it has links to Indian epics and Indian cultural elements, maybe some from classical literature in India, maybe from the major epics, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. We are kind of hypothesizing that television news is also in a sense deriving, because of its deviation from global norms, is deriving some inspiration from Indian cultural traditions, such as epics, and these in turn are contributing to the big mass of popular culture in the same way, or maybe in a similar way which popular Bollywood cinema does. To look at the background of the Indian television news scenario, as we are all familiar, it had its genesis with Doordarshan. The format was formal, it was staid even, and it was derived from closer to, at that time, Western or international news norms and formats. A precursor to the private television news was news cassettes. If we remember the pre-private television channel days, News Track was popular, at least in Delhi. Video cassettes which would circulate with a kind of news magazine. The next stage was when news programming made by private agencies sort of debuted on Doordarshan platform. Perhaps some of you are familiar with NDTV's The World This Week, and which brought Dr. Prannoy Roy into our homes. Around 1995, again, there was a change with Aaj Tak's S.P. Singh. He brought in a format which you may call it the Monadi style, if my pronunciation is correct, or it's sort of, like the town crier, attracting the crowds to listen to an announcement. It was something like that. Today, news is one of the most vibrant segments of television in India, always important in a democracy as large as ours. And it's estimated that around close to 800 channels that we have, about 400 are news channels. How much the audience figures are for some of those channels, well, not all of them are equally vibrant. But to come to home into our study a little more, the Times now versus the BBC in India. Some media analysts believe that the current success of some English language TV news channels in India is due to them appropriating characteristics of successful Hindi channels such as Aaj Tak. Today, it is even believed that many successful or popular regional news channels are also adopting some of these formats or taking inspiration from some of these. Times now seems to be at one end of the spectrum, and it adopted a peculiar style that seems to challenge most established norms of journalistic inquiry. In mid-2015, as per TAM ratings, Time now actually had ratings which were 8 times higher than the BBC World Channel in India. So that's a substantial audience and substantially bigger than a global channel. While this is more like a preliminary area of study, the literature that we review to inquire into this area is really derived from narrative theory, when narratives, Fisher's one example, are moral constructs with built-in structures, characters, conflicts, resolution. Another classic reference is props morphology, when we look at folk tales to analyze the basic structural elements of narratives which derive from oral folklore, which as we all know, our epics are also from a oral tradition. Of course, we've also inquired into the Indian epic tradition and their connection to news. But I think my colleague Dr. Shalini Narayanan will take over from here and look at the other half of the research paper.
Thank you, Dr. Sunetra. So basically, what are the kind of research questions and what is the kind of methodology that we have taken for this particular study? one of the questions that came to our minds was, do Indian television news channels have a different format for news as compared to global television news channels such as the BBC? If they have a different format or structure, is this derived from Indian literature, including our classical epics? So to look at these questions, this is a very basic study that we have done, and we've basically compared Times Now, the English television news channel, with the BBC, with a kind of textual analysis and a study of their narratives. So as you all are aware, the news narrative has many elements. If you look at the Indian narrative structure in news and compare it to the Western one, you find that there are elements like objectivity versus subjectivity. We'll come to the details in the later part of the presentation. But there's another one like linear versus non-linear narrative, where we find like in our traditions, in the Indian traditions, what we find is like a storyline doesn't always move in a smooth linear fashion. We have multiple plots and subplots coming in. That is the way our epics have been structured, and we are trying to see whether that kind of element also influences our narratives here. Then you have the visual elements versus hyperbole, where the visual elements themselves are creating a kind of a narrative structure which is very peculiar to the Indian psyche. And then there is the element of reason versus rhetoric. How far are we going by rhetoric, and how is our narrative structure defined according to that? Also, the role of the anchor as a narrator. Is he impartial or partial? When I say he, I automatically include she. Then the rational debate versus a morality tale. That's another issue in the sense that, like our epics are all morality tales at the end of it. So we're trying to see whether the news structure also follows, something like that. But, and of course, whether it's unstructured or has a kind of a formula behind it. So whether it's unstructured versus formulaic. So these are the kind of elements we have looked at. So what we are talking about is the Leela of Arnab Goswami now. Because he's the face of Times Now, which is one of the most watched English news channels in India today. So what we find with Mr. Goswami is that he has discarded the journalistic canon of objectivity, and the panel discussions that he hosts are built around a predetermined outcome. A lot of times he's using phrases such as, "This is my show, I will not tolerate this. The nation wants to know." That is one of, I think, his most popular phrases, which has been, the spoofs have been built around this. I think you all might have seen the viral fever, which was trending Arnab Goswami's various spoofs for a long time. So this basically these kind of statements show how Mr. Goswami has control over the outcome and his possession of the entire domain. His introduction to the format is also akin to the Sutradhar or narrator in a Ram Leela or other forms of folk theatre. If you all have watched the Ram Leela happening near your houses, you'll know that when it begins, you have a narrator come on the stage, and he starts the entire discussion, the story, by narrating some part of it, which already has a built-in kind of a predilection towards the outcome. So, there is another phrase that is very popularly used by Times Now in its promos, which says that, especially regarding its super prime time show at around 9 o'clock, it says that it characterizes it as a debate that is as Indian as India is. So, another example of how the narrative of Times Now is appropriating an Indian kind of tradition there. When you look at how his gestures and his body language, you find there is that feel of righteousness in his enunciations. So it's like the Maryada Purushottam of the Ramayana, and he becomes the self-appointed conscience keeper of the nation in the way he performs during his nightly shows. So when we look at the Times Now channel itself, the visual elements you'll find, like the banners and the pop-ups and the scrolls and the headlines, they're all overstated, multicolored, and are really high decibel. You just compare it to the BBC World's screen, and what you find is that the frames are much more cluttered and sometimes almost incomprehensible. When you look at the Times Now frame, we're not able to show you a picture, but I'm sure all of you must have watched the channel at one time or the other. So what we are suggesting is that this has a parallel in the Indian cultural traditions, where crowds are attracted to folk performances or fairs with lights, music, decorations, etc. So Times Now is using the same kind of, there is something for everyone. So there is one poll going on one side where you're supposed to type in yes or no, whether you agree with them. Another one which talks about some crime story, another that shows the headline of the hour, another one. I mean, there are multiple things going on the screen, which is like, okay, you have to watch this, something's happening. And similarly, the one very, what should I call it, an outstanding kind of graphic that they use is of the during their burning question. This is during the show they have, I think they have this visual of actually fire flames coming out from the bottom of the screen with the words "the burning question" written on them. And this is the burning question is the topic of the day, which is being discussed. So it's put out in a very literal fashion, engulfed in flames. This actually is reminiscent again of the of our traditional beliefs of ritualistic purification through fire, and also of Sita's Agni Pariksha, or trial by fire. Aside from that, we find that the narrative structure of the news on BBC World, it follows a Western tradition of a linear story with elements such as cause and effect, conflict and resolution, which are clearly discernible. Times Now, on the other hand, seems to have sub-narratives which are leading to a lack of coherence and ultimately understanding of the news by the audience. So we in fact feel that Western news traditions stress reasoned debate, whereas in the Times Now model, rhetoric seems to be an end in itself. So at the end of the comparison element-wise that we've seen of the Indian and the Western narrative traditions in news, we feel that this is an area which needs further exploration. It's a new area of research. It's a preliminary inquiry into some aspects of narrative structure and form of television news stories on some select channels as compared to others, whatever we've done so far. But there are further directions for future studies, which could include a deconstruction of select news stories and to study the narrative structures for a comparison. So we hope to take this forward and come back to you. Thank you very much for your patience.